and push record and stop. So thank you so much for being here. I know it's Wednesday night. I only invited a couple people to this because honestly, I just decided to do it. I've been getting a lot of questions about coaching and about what I do as a coach. And one of my big goals for 2020 is to be able to teach people to do this with me. And so I want to be able to use this as a resource for the rest of my team, but also just to help you and to send it to other people who are interested in coaching and what it has to offer. And so essentially what I do as a coach is I pay health forward in the way that it has helped me. And so I use a system that incorporates fitness, nutrition, accountability, and I've gotten incredible results from that. But part of what's kept me so accountable and part of what's really helped me delve into the community has been helping get other people results with this as well. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen if I can remember how to do that. You said that you're technology disabled, but you know, it happens here sometime too. Okay, so Team Wonderful Full and Well. So what the heck is a health coach? Pretty much, like I just said, we are people who use Beachbody programs and the nutrition that comes with them, the workout calendars, and commit to putting our health first and then helping other people get started with that as well. And so as a coach, that's what I am. I am a liaison between Beachbody and the health and fitness community and you. And so I just help other people get set up with the products and help support them on their journey as my coach helps support me on mine. And so this picture is absolutely super special to me because it was taken on a trip that I took with our team to Labadee, Haiti. We got to take an all expenses paid cruise where we took us and our men, but all of the women here helped several people a month the entire year get started with their health and fitness journey. And so that represents several, almost 100 lives changed between the 6 of us. And so it was a really incredible moment. And that's one of the reasons that I want to help pay this forward to others because honestly, those good feels, right? It's giving me a sense of purpose outside of teaching. I've got to learn how to work this because I've never used this thing before. Sorry. Okay, so I think that it's important that you know a little bit about me. So my name is Allison Springer. It used to be Allison Armstrong. I am a full-time art teacher. I've been a coach for 2 years, and I am somebody who never, ever used to work out. And so I spent up until the age of about 23, my first year of teaching, pretty much not working out, like more than like 10 times a year, maybe on a good year. I grew up as a very artsy person. I didn't really partake in sports. I was very academic, and I grew up watching the other members of my family yo-yo diet and not really be intentional about their health in a healthy way. And so the only exposure that I had to health and fitness was to control my body and yo-yo diet. And so I yo-yo dieted up and down 10 pounds for years up until I graduated college. And that doesn't sound like that much, but I'm 5'0". And so it actually was a lot of unhealthy weight whenever I gained that weight. And so you can see the picture of me there on the right. I've lost 20 pounds from these programs and kept it off for 2 years. And so that's one of the reasons that I love paying it forward because honestly, I just felt so damn uncomfortable. I was a first year teacher. I was burnt out. I was burning the candle at both ends. I was always teaching and I had really nothing else in my life to basically make me feel a sense of purpose outside of that job. I gave everything to that job. I was super stressed. I was eating on the go. I wasn't working out. I wasn't taking time for myself. And so I knew that something had to change, just to know what, and I kept gaining weight. And so that seemed like an okay place to start. And delving into this community, delving into the health and fitness journey, and where I could finally put myself first, and where I could have energy in order to be the best teacher that I could be, and where I could help have nutrition, help fuel my body, help my digestion, and really give me things that I didn't really know that I needed. And it was something that completely changed my mindset because working on my body transformed, kind of had like a domino effect into me wanting to work on my mindset and read personal development books, which transformed into me wanting to help other people do that as well. And so it's been something that started with a, hey, I want to be skinnier, and now is something that really gives me a sense of purpose. And so other things about me, I love to travel. That's one of the reasons I got into teaching, is so I could travel in the summers. But I started, and then I found that I had no freaking money to travel because my salary was so low. And so when my coach said, hey, you can help this amount of people a month, and honestly, I was already loving it and talking about it all the time, that I was freaking stoked to do that, because I wanted some fun money. I wanted some travel money. I didn't want to live paycheck to paycheck anymore. I didn't want to have to check my credit, like check my bank account before I got a tank of gas. I am a cat mom. I have 2 cats. I have a dog. I'm recently married this summer. And I honestly, I love art and travel, and I still love teaching. I love my job, but this has given me something that I can do outside of it to help stay accountable for my health and fitness journey, to help earn a little extra money, and to basically give me that sense of purpose and delve into a community other than the teaching community. Do a little something extra for myself. So this is our team. I love our team because it's small, and it's interesting how via the internet, Instagram, where we all met each other. I didn't listen to my mom. I did the stranger danger thing. I met all of these people on Instagram, and I think it's actually really cool though, because you really attract your tribe when you're meeting people through that platform. And so we have a ton in common in that a lot of us are crazy cat ladies, or we're very artsy, but there is a lot of differences represented here. We have government workers, we have artists, we have full-time coach, we have photographers, we have teachers, fitness instructors. There's a huge representation of human from all across the country and Canada. And that's what I think is so special about this opportunity as well, is because literally anybody can do it, but also that's the power in it, is because you are your superpower, and that's how you can best help others, is by being authentically who you are and attracting people, maybe not exactly like you, but they can connect with your story and connect with who you are. Because like, if she can do it, why can't I, is something that's been so powerful to me. But that's one of the things that's, honestly, I came for the results. I stayed a little bit for the money, but I have stayed with this for 3 years, even through the ups and downs, even through the hardships, because of this community and because of the good feels that it gives me all the time, and because I've met absolutely incredible people through it. And so this is a little bit of my team. We get to meet up several times a year for coaching events and paid vacations, and it's been a really rad experience to be able to meet all these women through this. So our mission is to help others live a healthy and fulfilling life that they love. My mission is to not to help people lose 30 pounds and then let them peace out. In my virtual boot camps, one thing that we do is we check in every single day with our meals, movement, and mindset. And that's because, yeah, nutrition is important. Yeah, movement is important and working out, but also what's important is our mindset in our life. And so I really want to help other people live a healthy lifestyle that's sustainable. Like, yeah, you can be healthy and live and enjoy your damn life. And that's what I'm trying to teach people. And that is part of what my mission is. And it's not only through health that we can do that. It's also through this income opportunity and being able to pay help forward and forward and forward. And because I can only help a certain amount of people by myself. If I can teach other people to help more people, how many times can I say help in this slide? But that is going to expand that influence and help more people live a healthy life. Help, help, help. So how do we do that? Let me move this little puppy. Is first we focus on our own health and wellness. So I love my job as a teacher. I have so many good feels from it. I help a ton of students, but nobody has ever really cared or thought to say, hey, Miss Armstrong, the first part of your job, what's most important is to take care of yourself. Nobody has ever said that. And that is the core of what we do as coaches. Is the first thing that you have to do is you have to take care of your own health and wellness. Oh, Siri got it. Is you have to take care of your own health and wellness and mindset and well-being. And that has been absolutely incredible for me because I so needed that focus on myself, my health. And if I have to show up for other people, then I'm a little bit more accountable than if I just had to show up for me. And so it's something that with starting coaching and with starting my fitness journey at similar times, it's helped me stay a lot more accountable because I have other people to show up for. Like, it's not just me on this journey. If I can't do this, then maybe the other women in my group or the other women that I'm connecting with on social media, maybe they don't feel like they can do it, right? And so we do that, and then we authentically share the experiences that we're having with whatever program we're doing, with the nutrition that we're eating, sharing the good, bad, the ugly, and the awkward, because that's how you can invite others to be a part of it in a non-salesy way. People all the time are like, I don't want to do what you do because I'm not really sure I can be in sales, or I don't want to be salesy. Like, this isn't, hey, I'm trying to sell you something. This is, I'm inviting you to be a part of this badass thing that I'm doing. And so we invite others to be a part of it and recommend whatever the best fit for them is as far as a program. And we're prioritizing our own nutrition and self-care at the same time. And so you can see on the left, that's our virtual gym. That's our virtual library. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But we're also hooked up with nutrition programs and support that's done virtually. And so that's pretty badass because we can connect with people in the US, Canada, and the UK. Plus, we're expanding to have a well-rounded, healthy lifestyle. And so as far as like sharing authentically, that means sharing along the way. And so from the left picture over here to the right picture in which I've lost 20 pounds, I shared the programs that I was doing. I shared the things that I was eating. I shared the hardships, like, holy shit, I did not want to get up this morning, but I did it anyway. I shared, hey, I'm having stomach issues, not really sure what to do about it, but I know that I'm getting in all my fiber. I shared, hey, spinach is freaking nasty, but I found this way that I enjoy it. I literally shared the good, the bad, and the ugly, and that is what has given people the thought that they can do it too. But also, now that I have been through that, and now that I'm still continuing throughout my journey, sharing with where I came from to where I am now has been super freaking valuable, because again, it helps other people be like, okay, like, that's how I felt, maybe I can get to this place too, because that's how it all started for me, right? It started because my coach was brave enough to share her before and after, was brave enough to share her story, and I connected to that and thought, okay, like, if that chick can do it with her busy life, with her similar body type as mine, with her like personality, not really being into fitness, just like I was, and needing to lose kind of her before picture looked like I looked like before. Like, I thought, okay, maybe I can do that thing from the comfort of my living room. I got that. And that is what's so valuable about sharing your story. But it doesn't have to be anything super stressful. You don't have to be like, rah, rah, I'm a badass coach, I'm amazing, I have a six-pack. It can be like, hey, I'm starting here. I've been doing this for a week. How about you do it with me, girl? And because honestly, like, if my best friend loves Vietnamese food, and if a new Vietnamese restaurant opened like down the street, and then I went and ate at the Vietnamese restaurant and I thought it was freaking awesome, and then I didn't even bother to tell her about it, that's kind of rude. That's how I feel about Beachbody and the fitness programs and the opportunity that we offer. Because honestly, like, if I have something that's working for me and people are watching me on social media, or my friends and my family and the people in my life are watching me lose this weight and watching me live a healthier lifestyle and feel like a better version of myself, and I'm not offering for them to do this with me, like, why am I being rude, y'all? Eventually, I will get this. So think progress, not perfection. So it is a journey. Just because you're a health and fitness coach, when you join my team, like, I have no bones about it. I'm not perfect. I'm awkward. I like to eat. I love to go on vacation. And I really do like to live a balanced, healthy lifestyle. And so think about, yes, you could still go out with your man on a date night and eat all the things. Yes, you can have ice cream. Yes, you can still have slip-ups or miss a workout or whatever, but it is about showing the progress of your journey and the fact that you don't ever give up. And that is what can be inspiring to others. And so on the left there, I'm sharing about like my feelings about like how I used to feel on vacation versus how I feel now, and how this has absolutely helped me be more mindful on vacation, but also help the way that I feel in images. In the center, I'm being like awkward. I don't know what to do with my hands. And on the right, I'm enjoying some freaking ice cream. And all of that is okay. None of that is perfect. And I don't want perfect people in my groups. And so I portray that because if somebody, very many fitness influencers online are showing their abs and their perfect eating plan, and they are showing the reality of like, hey, this is life and it's hard. And when you fall, that's okay, because you can get back up, and every meal and every day is a whole new choice. And if you could share that with other people, then you're going to be successful, because they then can understand that I can do that too. So again, here's a few images of just the types of things I share. I shared my workouts with my man. We kind of bonded over doing this health and a few programs together. I share when I'm being awkward in photos and all of those bloopers. I share the food that I'm eating when I'm on vacation and the books that I'm reading. I share the people that I help. That's me and my mom in the center. My mom lost 30 pounds. She was my very first client. And so I think understanding that it's not about selling, it's about sharing and about serving and helping others. And when the first priority is to serve, then the rest is going to come along with it, and you're going to help so many people. So how do we support others online? At least when I first became a coach, I was like, but I don't really know what I'm doing myself. And so how am I going to support others? And the really cool thing is if you have a day one, if you have done this for a week, then you're already ready to support others because you can start getting this set up with what is already working for you. And so once you start these fitness programs, once you start the boot camps that we do, you're going to start seeing results physically, mentally, nutritionally. You're going to start understanding how incredible the nutrition programs are and how it allows you to not be restricted and to be mindful in your daily life, whether you're traveling, whether you're going through the holidays. You're going to want to tell other people about that, and then they can get started with it too. Whether you've been doing this for a week, 5 days, a month, whatever, there's no time that is too early to start. And so how do we support others? We get a free app through Beachbody, and there it kind of shows this on the right is where we do daily check-in, support, and accountability. You can do this in other ways as well. I've experimented with doing it through the app and through Facebook. And so we have private Facebook groups for fitness and for our businesses. Whatever way that you want to best support others, that's totally fine. But realize that you don't have to be like, okay, now I have this group of people to inspire. I don't know what to do with them. Beachbody has daily guides. I have this down at the bottom, but it helps you learn what to post in your groups. And so if you're doing a specific program, you can click on the guide and see like, okay, maybe this day you talk about this, or maybe this day you talk about this. And when I first started, y'all, I'm going to be honest, I copy and pasted. And then as I went on, I added a little bit of my own flair to it, which is fantastic. I have private Facebook groups for my own coaches and my own mentorship team where I can go live in there. And I have private Facebook groups for my people that have graduated my boot camps for a specific program, because your journey doesn't stop after you do one program. Like whenever I'm somebody's coach, I'm their coach for life or until they tell me to leave them alone. And so you better bet they're still supported via that Facebook group. And I'm still showing up in there and sharing tips, information, videos, struggles. And I'm not just sharing it. The really incredible part is I've created a community that is sharing tips and resources and cheering each other on as well. And so it's not just you anymore. Once you start coaching, it's your coach and your team above you, because that's the first thing we do is get you started in our own groups. But then once you create your own community, there's all of those people doing this with you as well. And that's what I think the secret sauce is, because I went to a gym for a while, or I tried to, but nobody really noticed when I didn't show up. I would start eating healthy for a little bit, but then I would hit a roadblock and like I didn't really know who to ask the questions to, so then I would stop. Or I would say, oh, well, nobody in my life is really working on a health and fitness journey or whatever, and so like what is even the point? Like it's just easier to go with the flow. And so this really gave me a space to have community and camaraderie with others, and to honestly just have the support that I needed with starting something new. Like we need support and it's okay. Sorry, still learning how to do this. Okay, so benefits to coaching. So number one, Beachbody does all the hard production work. So this is a multi-level marketing company. I don't make any bones about that, but it's really rad because I know a lot of other multi-marketing companies where you have to get like big packages and have all of these things. I'm skipping on to number 2. Pause. Okay, so Beachbody does all the hard production work. So that means Beachbody is a company that's a global leader in health, fitness, and nutrition. If you know of Insanity, if you know of P90X, they've been coming out with programs for quite a while now. They're a pretty reputable company. I don't know if you've heard of Shaun T, but he's pretty awesome. And like what we do is the programs are designed by experts. They're designed by trainers. You don't have to be the expert. You don't have to be the trainer. They're nutrition programs that they set us up with that are designed by nutritionists. So you are the liaison to get people in touch with these really awesome experts. These programs and products are tested, so you know what kind of results people can expect to get. They run through test groups, and there's something for everyone. And so that means that there's programs ranging from bar to weightlifting to to cardio programs, to step programs, to yoga, workouts that people can do more easily in the gym versus workouts that are a little bit more suited for at home, workouts that are 20 minutes to 45 minutes. And so they're constantly innovating as well. And so while you get with Beachbody On Demand, with this Netflix for fitness, you get 1,000 plus workouts, but you're also going to get every new program that Beachbody develops. So we have a bar program coming out in 2 weeks. In a few months, we have another kickboxing-inspired weight training program coming out. And so they're constantly innovating and making sure that there's something for everybody and that they're filling in niches in the market. So what I was saying before is that there's no inventory, and so you don't have to have like all of this stuff at your house that A, nobody has room for it, B, it kind of stresses you out because you feel like you have to sell all of it or there's going to be a penalty or something. But you don't have to sell anything to remain a coach. If you don't sell anything any month or any year or any whatever, then you don't get penalized for it. And all the customers order directly through their website, and so you don't have to like fill out and mail things and have all this like stuff to deal with. It's all done through them. You set people up with a link, they get the link, they get their stuff in the mail, and you don't have to mess with any of it. And that is a godsend, because as a busy teacher who works probably 50 to 60 hours a week with my full-time job when I started, I didn't have time for that. And so this has been something that's really helped me. I couldn't see a way to do it if this weren't the case. Constant training and support is available. So there's daily business and product training. And so every time a new product comes out, every single day, we have websites, we have Facebook groups, we have basically resources out the ass, because the community is incredible in that everybody wants to help one another be successful. We have weekly company-wide calls that you can stream via podcast. I always listen to the podcast every single Monday, where I can get new business training on what's helping the top leaders in our company be successful. We have weekly team calls with my upline, where we share what's working for us. And honestly, we just get to see each other's awesome faces because we miss each other. We have live events and workshops. So there is one yearly coach event. This year it's in New Orleans. We all rent an Airbnb. It's super fun. But there's also quarterly events 4 times a year in major cities throughout the US, Canada, and the UK. And so if you want just a quick like refresher and just a delve into that community and not be working this from the comfort of your couch, even though that's awesome, then you can connect with people there. And again, they're constantly innovating. They're constantly providing trainings. And so you're not ever alone, and you don't ever have to question like, okay, like I'm a coach now, what do I do? I provide a 7-day Kickstart training where I teach you pretty much everything you need to know to get started, but then Beachbody and me working with you one-on-one can help provide support with you from then on as well. Also, rewards and recognition. This is my favorite one because I'm sorry, but I work really damn hard at my job as a teacher. It's my 4th year teaching, and never once has anybody really given me anything besides my salary as far as rewards or recognition, except for maybe like a few $100s as a Christmas bonus, right? And so the fact that Beachbody rewards you kindly for helping other people consistently has been really, really good, because I love gifts. So there's monthly rewards. And so if you help a certain amount of people every month, Beachbody sends you rewards as far as like t-shirts. We've gotten like random bobbleheads before, or shaker cups, just fun things that kind of give you the good feels, earned vacations for you and a guest. And so this year was really incredible. I got to go on my first earned vacation since I became a Beachbody coach, and we got to go to the Bahamas and Labadee, Haiti. And I got to take my man, and that was so special to me, because while I get on team calls with these women every single week, while this is my community and people that I had already been to events and met, he hadn't met them. He hadn't really seen how much this has to offer, and he hadn't really seen the community that I had built. And so this was a way for him to actually be there, see it, experience it, and have a really badass free vacation. And so we're going to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic in March, and I see myself continuing to go on these trips. And so one of my visions is for the next one to have a team of women there with me. Also, once you get to a certain rank in the Beachbody company, you earn leadership trips. I will be going to California, not this year, but the next, for a leadership conference there. And we also get recognition. So we get like recognition for helping a certain amount of people a month at our yearly conferences and financially. And so, I mean, I'm just saying, like, yes, the good feels, helping people, it's great, but also like you can't pay the bills with a smile, and travel is a huge priority in my life. And so being able to travel more has been something that has made me want to continue doing this. So here's some more pictures of us from our last trip to Labadee and the Bahamas. And it's just really incredible because, again, there's so many differences within these women here, but we also do have a lot in common. And I feel like I've truly found my people, and to where like it didn't feel awkward going on a vacation with people that I had only met once, or it didn't feel awkward going to our yearly conference in Indianapolis last year and meeting a bunch of new members of our team. It felt like, hey, these are women that I already have camaraderie and community with. I'm so excited to meet them, and it felt like family. And after graduating college, it became kind of hard for me to make friends. I don't know about you, but it became kind of a difficult thing to find a community of like-minded women, and I've been able to find it through this. Income. So this is the number one question that I always get from people because it's the sexy part, right? Like we all want to earn a little extra money, and this income has absolutely changed my life in the way that whenever I first started teaching, I made $32,000 a year, and I could barely afford to rub 2 pennies together. I had to check my bank account when I was getting gas or when I was getting anything extra. I had student loans, a car payment, and I couldn't even envision buying a house or going on extra trips. Even though travel was a huge priority in my life, I didn't really know how financially I was going to be able to make that happen. And so there's pictures here of me working from the comfort of my couch. And the reason that that is so special to me is because I kind of talked about how whenever I first started my fitness journey, it was just because I saw my coach on Instagram doing her thing. I reached out to her. I got started in one of her boot camps. But at that time, I was a full-time teacher, and I was working 2 part-time jobs. And so I was working like 70 plus hours a week, and that's a lot. And I was coming home from my teaching job and then getting dressed and then going to another one, and I was absolutely burnt out. And so now the fact that I've been able to quit those part-time jobs and do that from the comfort of my couch with my 2 cats and my man like laid out right there, that has been incredible. Plus, now that I get to travel a little bit more, I'm able to take this on the go with me. And it's just been a very convenient thing for my lifestyle and allowed me the freedom that I didn't have while working those other part-time jobs, and also the freedom that I don't have in my full-time job right now. So there's several different ways that we earn an income. And so one of them is commissions. And so anything that you get people set up with through Beachbody, you get a 25 to 40% commission on the packs, products, tools that we get people set up with. You get a 40% commission on memberships, and so yearly Beachbody On Demand, like I said, it's Netflix for fitness. You get a 40% commission on the membership to that. And these packages that we get people set up with, which is, again, like I said, fitness, nutrition, support, are bundled and heavily discounted for people to get a really, really great deal. And so I think that it sets people up with exactly what they need, but you also get a 25% commission of that. So what we most often get people set up with is a challenge pack. And so this is, once you start with my boot camp, this is what you would get set up with. So what that comes with is a 12-month Beachbody On Demand membership. I've mentioned it several times. It comes with 1,000 plus workouts, hundreds of fitness programs. You might have heard of Insanity and like Charlene Extreme or Hip Hop Abs or one of those programs, but those were like a million years ago, and there's a ton of different programs now. And one of the reasons, by the way, that I love this, because my mom used to do home workout DVDs in the living room when I was like a preteen teenager, is because those things were so repetitive I could recite them in my sleep. But for example, a program that I did not too long ago, 80-Day Obsession, that's 80 days of unique workouts. Every single workout is different. They're not repetitive. I don't get bored, and I don't feel like I'm going to plateau in my fitness journey because I always have a different program, a different thing that I can do. You also get your choice of nutrition supplement. And so the 2 choices there are between Shakeology and the Performance line. So what Shakeology is a superfood and protein shake. And honestly, like, it is an expensive shake, and that's because it's not just a protein shake. And I talk about this from a gut health perspective because I have really bad gut problems, but it has prebiotics, probiotics, a ton of fiber, and it tastes hella good. And where the other shakes that I've tried, they've either had really shitty ingredients when you look at them, and that are really, really harmful for your gut health, by the way, or they've tasted really terrible. And so A, this tastes incredible, and B, it doesn't cost any more a day than the Starbucks run that I used to make before work. And so it's something quick that you can blend, or that you can shake just in a shaker bottle, or that you can blend in a smoothie for a like more full meal. But that's 1 meal a day, and it's really helped me feel like my best health, gut-wise, nutrition-wise. And I did these programs for a little while before I tried Shakeology, and I had lost 10 pounds beforehand. I kind of plateaued, and I think it was just not being super on point with my nutrition and my gut health not being right. And I lost 10 more pounds after I started using it. And so I have definitely seen firsthand the impact that that can make. The Performance line is, you see me take it every day, probably on social media, is my Liquid Energy. It's pink. It's fruit punch flavored. There's also a lemon flavored one, but it is like cracking a can. That sounded weird, but it is absolute energy. It's powered by green tea and coffee extract. So it's a plant-based pre-workout. I really like it because it doesn't give you like the jitters. And then the post-workout is something that you can take within 30 minutes after your workout that helps with muscle soreness, which again, I've been off that before too, and it absolutely definitely makes a difference in how sore you are. And so you get your choice between one of those things. And there's also a package where you can get both of them. And so there's several different options that you can get people set up with, but this is the standard one that generally costs $160 US to get started. And with your challenge pack, it's honestly really cool because without a challenge pack, it costs $40 to sign up as a coach, but with a challenge pack, that $40 is waived. And so you're pretty much getting all this plus becoming a fitness coach and getting an income opportunity for free. Residual income. And so this that I showed you, the commissions and the challenge pack, that is income that you only get when you get people set up with a specific thing. But we also earn residual income by not just getting people set up with that initially, but as people continue ordering, as people continue using these products, as people continue with their fitness journey, then you're continuing to earn. And so you're continuing to build that income base. And so every time that somebody orders Shakeology, truthfully, after that first month, many people continue ordering Shakeology. I've been drinking that stuff for 2 years now, straight, no month it's missed, because I think it is that damn good and it has helped my fitness journey that much. And so every single month I've been drinking that. Every time somebody orders it, you get $32. The Performance Stack, $30 a month. Beach Bars, they are these incredible gluten-free, low sugar, high fiber snack bars that completely help with my chocolate craving because they have 2 flavors right now, peanut butter chocolate and chocolate cherry almonds. And they're having a new one that is a vegan bar that's vegan almond crunch. And if people get set up with a box with boxes of those, you get $30 a month. If somebody gets 3 boxes, but you can also get less if it's just 1 box, right? And we go through several boxes a month because Mark loves them too. And Beachbody On Demand, anytime that somebody resubscribes to Beachbody On Demand, you get $40 for a year. And so if you help 3 people in an entire year, which again, if you don't help anybody in an entire year get set up with this stuff, there's no penalty to you. 3 annual renewals is going to be $120. And so if you get 3 people set up a month, that's going to be $120 right there. If they're still drinking Shakeology, that's another $32 per person. If they're set up with one of the other things, that's extra. And so considering I use all of this, my coach is bacon, but it really helps people with their health and fitness journeys. And so I would never promote a product that I didn't love. Beachbody definitely sells things that aren't my jam. Like they have a greens powder that I think tastes like crap, and so I didn't promote it, and that's totally fine. But if the things are helping you, you share about it, and that's how you can help other people with it. And so these are just going to help people stay on point with their nutrition, stay on point with their fitness. Because if you just have the fitness, you just have the Beachbody On Demand, and you don't have the nutrition aspect, you're not going to get the results because it's like the fitness and the nutrition. Nutrition is the most important, right? And so here's the kicker. This is in Canadian dollars because I stole it from somebody else. But if 3 people sign up with the challenge pack, you get $45 from each of those challenge packs, and that is $135. That's going to cover your Shakeology, your supplements. That's going to cover you there. But then they think it's freaking awesome, and they love it. And so they're going to order it again the next month, and that's going to be $176. Yes. And then the next month. And basically, like in 3 months, if you just help those 3 people in those 3 months, you can be earning $700 in residual income a month. And so it's definitely this compound effect of like how you're getting people set up and how you're getting people started with their fitness journey, and helping them get results can really help you in the long run build your income. Bonus opportunities. So Beachbody also offers a ton of different bonus opportunities. I'm not going to go into this in too much detail, but if you get a certain amount of people started with a challenge pack in a month, then you get a bonus. If you get a certain amount of people started with Shakeology in a month, you get a bonus. Once you start building a team and teaching other people and mentoring other people like beneath you as coaches, because you're putting time and effort into helping people help people, then you get a bonus for that. And you can also get matching bonuses for the people that they help. Once you hit a certain level in Beachbody, then you get a bonus every single quarter. And so those are things that could come in a little bit more detail later, but there's exponential opportunity to grow your income. And if you're not a teacher, I'm sorry that you're watching this because I keep referencing teaching, but right now I'm a 4th-year teacher. I know exactly what I'm going to make at year 20. It might raise a little bit, but like we have a scale. no matter how I do, no matter how good I do, no matter how many little lives I change, no matter how many people I help become incredible artists or how many extra hours I work, that does not change. That does not budge. And so what I really love about this opportunity is that the more that you put into it, the more that you can get out of it. And that's incredible. Not having a cap on your income, not having a stop to what you can earn. Hello. Also, you get 25% discounts on all the things. Because, again, I use all this stuff, and so I love the fact that I get a 25% discount on everything. And even if running this business is not your jam, I have a lot of people that are signed up as coaches just for the discount because, again, there's no penalty if you don't sell anything. You can just be rocking your socks off with your health and fitness journey and with your personal development and being in the Stride community, and maybe you want to help other people with it, maybe you don't, but you still get 25% off, and so that's a reason to be a coach in itself. So this is where I really get in detail about who I want to work with, who I want to help, because, sorry, gotta do that. This is your business, and of course I have a way that I run my business, but if you run this business like a hobby, it's gonna pay you like a hobby, right? You might get a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there. But if you run it like a business, if you treat it like a job, then it can pay you back as a job. I mentioned that I quit both part-time jobs, and this is my part-time job right now. And my goal is to out-earn myself as a teacher. And so that's the incredible thing about it is the more that you work, the more effort and time that you put into this. If you treat it like a serious business, if you treat it like a serious job, then you are going to get the payback and the benefits of that. And it's all about consistency. So the things that I love about it is it has flexible hours, which means that I get to set my own hours. I can work when I want. Sometimes I work, I get up an hour early and I work a little bit, but more often I work on my lunch break, and then I work 6 to 8 p.m. every night. And then I'm just kind of uploading stories throughout the day. And then I work a little bit extra on weekends just to catch up with like getting people started and like creating training for my coaches now that I have coaches that I'm mentoring. And so that's pretty awesome. But here's the great thing about it, because everybody says that they don't have time. Like nobody has time. I get it. We're all busy. But when I'm getting my oil changed, you better bet that I'm reaching out to this girl and telling her how this fitness journey can help her. When I am sitting in bed at night and I probably would have just been scrolling on Instagram anyway, then I can be working my business and helping other people change their lives. And so this thing that we're all scrolling on, that we're all going to be on all the time anyway, if you calculated how much time that you're already on it, that you're already scrolling, that you're already just dicking around on your phone or on Netflix, not you specifically, Megan, but if you calculate all that time and if you take that and use it for something that could benefit you financially and other people spiritually, like physically and in their health journey, then that can make a huge impact in this business. And so you have the ability to earn no income or a part-time income or a full-time income. So my coach is a part-time fitness instructor and a part-time coach. And her coach is a retired teacher who retired herself from her teaching career with Beachbody. And so that is 100% possible, but it is work. You can work from anywhere. I travel a lot during the summer as a teacher. Now that I have this extra income, I'm able to travel a lot more. And so many times I'm spending 6 weeks during my 8 weeks during the summer traveling. And so I take my laptop or my iPad and my phone even with me, and I can work from there. And so that's all I need. I don't need a ton of other things because, again, I can set my hours. They're flexible. You gain a supportive, like-minded community. Again, I've talked about this so much, but it's seriously, like, you aren't alone in it. You aren't alone in the business aspect of it. You aren't alone in the fitness aspect of it. And I feel like my coach and I talk every single day, and she's my absolute best friend, not only in the Beachbody and fitness worlds, but in like just general. And so that is absolutely valuable to continue having accountability on your fitness and health goals, but also just continuing to want to do this, because that's like one of the reasons, right? Like I can never stop. I can't see myself stopping because of this community that I've built, but also the community that I'm a part of. And it's, again, ultimate accountability to your own goals, because if you are doing the things like showing up daily on social media and showing up for people that are in your health and fitness groups, once you build a community of your own, then that is going to help you stay accountable to your own goals, because somebody is going to notice if you don't work out for a week. Like if I didn't show up on my social media for a week, somebody would notice. And we will help you build your business. You do not have to be a social media expert. You do not have to be a business person. Again, I'm somebody who was never in the fitness community. I'm a teacher, so I don't have those skills. And so those skills are there for you. And so again, I have a 7-day training, and Beachbody provides a daily business activity tracker so that you know exactly what to do every single day in order to have success. And a lot of that is just about sharing your journey and connecting with people and inviting people to this opportunity, whether it be the fitness or the business opportunity, but that isn't something that you ever have to figure out on your own. Oopsie. So again, just to reiterate, your number one job as a coach is to take care of you. And like the income, the hours that I put into this, it can definitely fluctuate because, for example, when I was getting married this year, I was working a little bit less. When I get a puppy at the beginning of next year, I might be working a little bit less. But in the summers, when I have a little bit more time off, I'm working a lot more. And so that, like, you can get as much or as little as you want out of it as life changes. But your number one job, no matter what, is going to be to take care of yourself. And through that, you're going to lead by example. You're going to lead the others on your team. Once you start mentoring others, you're going to lead the others on in your community that you're building. And that's just the beginning, right? So how to get started is I help you choose a fitness package that is right for you. And so if that challenge pack sounds good for you and you just want to pick Shakeology, or if you just want to pick the performance line, we can get you started with a challenge pack and get you started on your own journey, or even continuing your own journey, or leveling up on your own journey, because being a product of the product is so important. Because if somebody doesn't see or understand or know that you are doing these fitness programs and following the nutrition plan and using some of the supplements that we offer, then they're going to know that it can work for them. And then through that, you've started. So then you start passing it on. And what really gets me about all of these public events and about meeting some of the women that are in this community and about having a coach who is so authentic in herself and who has shared that with me and has really taught me to be the same, I know that if she can do it, why can't I? And that's the value in sharing your story and being able to connect with others through this, because if I can do this, so can you. And if you can do this, so can somebody else. And so, yes, it starts with getting people started with their health and fitness journeys, but maybe in the future you can help mentor other people to help other people too. And the opportunities for this are endless. And that's why I think it's so incredible. So there is a $15.95 a month business service fee through Beachbody. And honestly, that's a deal because they set up the online stores and websites for us. There's 24/7 customer service. It's absolutely incredible. Who's never failed me or annoyed me that badly. You could do it like the messaging, or you can call and you don't have to wait for like 5 hours. It's amazing. They do your inventory, your order fulfillment, so you don't have to have things lying around your house. Your customer database is in there. They provide training and resources on the websites and things that you can share as far as like information about new products and materials that we have coming out. They give you shipping and tracking information, support training. And by the way, this is waived for all military. So if you or somebody else is a military member or military spouse, you do not have to pay this service fee. And this is something that you can cancel at any time. And so I always tell people, like, you're signing up for a package anyway. You want to get started on your health and fitness journey anyway. And so why not try the whole coaching thing? Why not just get that bomb ass discount and then say, okay, I really like this, and my mom needs some help with her health and fitness, right? Or my best friend or my husband, and getting the people that are in your like surrounding area started first. And then we can deal with like the social media training, and then we can deal with reaching out and finding more like-minded people to help, because that's how I started, was just helping my mom and my best friend and my aunt. And I helped my mom lose 30 pounds, and I helped my aunt lose 30 pounds, and then my best friend lost 10. And so there's no long-term commitment to this, and there's no risk really besides just believing that you can do it. Someday I'll get good at this. Okay, nervous, yes. Fear, yes. Like, I definitely get it, because even on this call right now, I'm definitely nervous. I'm nervous of the public speaking jams. I was nervous when I put my first before and after picture out there. I was nervous when I started in general. When I even just got in a group, I was nervous about all of it. I felt weird, and I didn't want people to judge me. And that is 100% totally normal. So I'm going to go through some commonly asked questions that I get. So I'm going to take some water first. What if I'm an introvert? You probably know by watching me on social media, or I guess you suspect, I'm not an introvert. I'm very extroverted. But what I can tell you is probably out of the 10 top coaches in our company, I think like about 7 of them, when they did the live panels at our conferences, said that they were introverted. And I think that that's so interesting. So it's kind of cool if you're an introvert, because you can do this entirely from your couch, and you can be super extroverted and outgoing and like yelling at the camera like I am right now, or you can be a little bit more soft-spoken and a little bit yourself, because you are you, and that is your superpower. And so if you are somebody that is tatted head to toe, or if you are somebody that has purple hair, or if you are somebody who loves Jesus, or if you are somebody who has 7 dogs, like you can find people like that, and other people are going to connect to you because you're who you are. And so realize that it doesn't matter if you're an introvert. It doesn't matter if you're a little weird. It doesn't matter if you're a little awkward. People connect with that, okay? So the good, the bad, and the ugly, like exactly who you are, that's what is going to help you be successful, as long as you're willing to embrace that. What if I'm not good with social media? I get this all the time, but like, honestly, I just play on social media, guys. Like, I was never good at social media. I was never good at Instagram. I had 400 followers when I started this business 2 years ago, and now I have over 10,000. It's not about the amount of followers that you have. It's about how you serve the ones that you have. And as far as growing your social media and not being good at it, I'm sorry, but everything is figureoutable. We have Google, and I just listened to podcasts, and I learned how to, like, what kind of things should I post on my Instagram stories? How can I connect with people better? Beachbody has trainings, that I have a social media training that I've created to help you be successful with social media. So that doesn't have to be a very scary point, because honestly, what people care about is that you're showing up. Because even the people in your life, like, that see you and know you every day, they don't really know the behind the scenes of the things you're doing. And so if you're sharing and serving and trying to provide value, people don't care if your videos are sexy, or if you have the filter that's on point, or if you have a carefully curated like Instagram 9 or whatever. They care about the fact that you're being authentically yourself, that you have something that works, and that you have some value to provide them. What if you don't know of enough people? Again, sorry, I had 400 followers. But even if you live in a tiny town, one of our top coaches in our network that's in my upline, that's in our team, it lives in a town with like 500 people, right? And so again, it's the age of social media, so there are unlimited amount of people at your fingertips that probably need help with this. But honestly, you always know more people than you think that you know. And so when I first started this, I was like, like, Jennifer doesn't need this, she's already skinny, or she wouldn't want to do this, like, it's not her jam. And I felt kind of weird about asking people. But once I started asking, and once I started sharing, once I started getting results, I was surprised at how many people out there really needed and wanted help with their health and fitness. And so it has been like going through your Facebook feed and seeing how many Facebook friends you have. Like, you always know more people than you think, and you're always able to meet more people in life and through social media. But again, you start with the people that you know around you. But beyond that, I didn't really have that much success, or I was honestly too scared to ask a lot of the people around me in person. And so I started growing on social media pretty early and connecting to and talking to people on there, because there is always people on there. And that kind of takes a little bit of the fear out of it too, because it's just a stranger from Idaho or something. If they think that you're weird, or if they don't want to join your fitness boot camp, like, you don't have to get all hurt about it. Like, they're a stranger, it's fine. What if I'm not at my goal, like, physicality? Or what if I don't feel like I'm ready to coach? You're probably never going to feel ready. Like, I'm sorry, you probably aren't. It's a vulnerable thing. It's something that's new. But if you aren't at your goal weight, honestly, I think that that's better. If you aren't at your goal fitness look, I think that it's better, because here's the thing. People don't really care about your after picture. People don't really want to see your like, people don't care about seeing the after and the results if they aren't seeing where you came from. And I think that it's helped me be really successful in showing the process of, hey, I was here and now I'm here, and I am able to say, hey, man, I can't even barely do this push-up, but I'm going to try until I can get it, and I'm still going to be doing it, and now I can do a push-up, right? Or man, I freaking love chocolate, and this is my first week without chocolate, and it's really hard for me, but I'm doing it, and I'm using this Bon Marché to kind of replace that chocolate craving. And so I think that it's really fantastic that you're able to start as a beginner, because you have a beginner's mindset, and you can speak from the place in which other people that you are able to and then want to help can see as, okay, yeah, that's where I am now, and this is where I can go as well. What if I don't have enough time? I'm like not very sympathetic about this at all, because I'm a very busy human, but because, like I said, nobody has time. But this year I got married, and I am about to go on my honeymoon. I'm a full-time teacher. I've often had another part-time job, and I'm focused on my own health and fitness journey as well. And so you have to build that. If you're a busy person, you just build this in pockets of your day. And so most of the time, now I'm having a little bit more time at night to work on this, but for the first year-ish as a coach, I also had things to do at night, whether it be with my school or whether it be just another thing that I was committed to. And so I built my business in 20-minute pockets a day. And so that might mean 20 minutes when I wake up, and then 20 minutes at lunch, and then 20 minutes after school real quick. But just using the time that you have, like, I don't care if you have 10 minutes a day, you can like reach out to 3 people that day and say, hey, I'm doing this thing. Do you want to do it with me? Like, it's not, you don't need a ton of time. And of course, the more time and effort that you put into it, the more results that you get back from it. But don't use the excuse that you don't have enough time, because you're never going to feel like you do. It's just like your health and fitness journey. Right? You have to prioritize, and you have to find the time that already exists. But I'm telling you that, like, when I cut out Netflix again, and when I realized how much time I was spending on my phone or on things that didn't really serve the goals that I had in my life, I was then able to see how this could help and serve and like accommodate the goals that I had for my life. And why would I not put time into this? And so the key to success is to start before you're ready. So if we wait for ready, we're going to be waiting for forever. There's going to be no right time to do it. And so I don't remember what the bottom of the slideshow says, but all I'm trying to say is that it's really important that you don't let the fear get in your way of starting. Because all this is about is showing up, trying to be your best self, and trying to help others be their best selves exactly as you are. Like, you're already enough to do that. And so you starting and you committing to that, that is what this business is all about. Again, taking care of yourself first, and then sharing the good, the bad, and the awkward the entire time. And then just be willing to pour your heart and your consistency and your soul into doing that. And you're going to have success with it. So thanks for being here. If you have any questions, I'm going to stop my screen share if I can remember how to do this. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask them, or you can type them into the little chat box. So there should be like a little ... little thingamajig. So I'll wait a few seconds and see if you have any questions, and so you can type them in there, or you can unmute yourself and I can answer your questions on here if you have any that pop up. And if not, you're welcome to message me them later, and I can answer them for you then. Another question that I have, while you're thinking, if you have any, another question I get very often is like, what did your husband think about this? Or what did your friends think about it? Or were you not scared of being judged? And truthfully, I definitely was. I was never somebody that was into fitness, so it seemed very out of the blue for me to start posting about health and fitness, and I was so scared of people judging me. But I realized very early on that people honestly want to cheer you on, and anybody that has judged, like, for any one person that's judged me, there's been 10 people that have said that what I'm doing is incredible and that I'm inspiring to them. And I can just say, like, would all that judgment be worth it if you could just help one person? Or would all that judgment be worth it if you could have 50 extra bucks a month to fit in your tank? Or would all that judgment be worth it if you could just like be consistent with your own health and fitness journey? And so if you have like basically a why that is going to push you through that fear, then you're going to be able to get through it. And my man, by the way, like, he's been incredibly supportive. But if you have a spouse or a partner that isn't, then what I would say is you just prove them wrong, and you just show that this is something incredible for you. And if it's something incredible for you and they start seeing all the incredible changes that you're making, then they're going to be on board with it. Okay, so if there's not any questions, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Again, thank you so much for spending Wednesday night with me in my really ugly, awkward sweater. And I hope you have a fantastic night.